Sellers keep making this big mistake that keeps affecting their cash flow. If you want to know what the biggest mistake sellers are making in today's market, keep watching. Hi, I'm Sandy Ohyama from eXp Realty, and I am your Hawaii real estate agent. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos I put out in the future. So the biggest mistake that I see sellers making in today's market is overpricing. Guys, I know you want to sell your house for the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. That's what all sellers want to do. But you are going about it the wrong way if your ultimate goal is to get the highest amount of net cash flow at the end of the deal. So let's first talk about some of the negative effects that result when you overprice your home. The first and most important thing is that people are going to just simply skip over your house. You know what? In today's market, especially when the prices are still high and the interest rates are rising, buyers can only afford what they can pay for. We all know that every time the interest rate goes up by 1%, your buying power decreases by 10%. That means even if the buyer comes in with the same amount of money, you can only borrow so much in today's market. The second negative effect caused by overpricing your house is that it stigmatizes your property. What I mean by stigmatized is that it's not going to become haunted or anything like that. It's just that when people look at your house and look at the price in current market today, they are going to come to either one of these three conclusions. Number one, simply it's just way too expensive. Number two, there's something wrong with the house if it keeps continuing to sit on the market for 45 days, 60 days, 90 days. That's just how the human brain works. When things sit on the market, even at a grocery store, you start wondering, well, there must be something wrong with it. And point number three, this might sting the most, but people might come to the conclusion that sellers, which means you, are impossible to deal with. You guys are sticking to a price that's not realistic in today's market, and people might jump to the conclusion that you are difficult to deal with. So they're not going to even bother putting in an offer if you really price your house way too high for today's market. And the last but the most important negative effect that results when you overprice your house is that you net less. I've created this little chart to show you how much you lose out every time you wait a couple months. So let's take a look at this graph. By the way, if you're liking this video and enjoying the content so far, make sure you make a comment below and hit the like and subscribe button so I can keep making videos like this for you. So in this scenario, we are looking at what happens when you wait for 1 month, 3 months versus 6 months after you put your house on the market. So after 1 month, if it sells within 1 month, your sale price is going to be $900,000. Your commission is going to be about 5%, which is $45,000. Your mortgage balance, let's say you have about $500,000 left on your house. The closing cost is going to be about $9,000. You have no additional HOA fees or property taxes, no electric fees or additional mortgage payments since you are selling your house within the first month. But let's see what happens when you wait 3 months. So your sale price is going to remain the same. Your commission is going to remain the same. Your mortgage balance, of course, is going to decrease a little bit because you've been paying every month. Your closing cost is going to remain the same also. But remember, you have to continue paying HOA fees, property taxes, electric bills, and then you have your mortgage payments that you're making every month. So after 3 months, even when your mortgage balance decreases by $5,000, you've actually made about $10,000 in payments. So when you sell your house after 3 months, you only net $339,450 compared to if you sell your house within the first month, you net $346,000. So as you can see, the longer you wait after 6 months, the more mortgage payments you have made, the more electricity costs that you have incurred, more property taxes, more HOA fees that you have put into this house. So you end up netting less if you wait longer. Bottom line is, the longer you stick with the price that's too high, the more cost that you are going to incur as the owner, as the current owner of your house. Remember, bottom line, it's not the agent or it's not you that sets the price of the house. It's the market that determines how much your house is worth, depending on the interest rate and inflation and everything else that's going on in today's market. The best piece of advice that I can give you is just remember, people can only afford a certain amount in today's market. You have to be able to recognize that and understand it from the buyer's point of view. I know you love your house. I know you think it's the best one in the neighborhood, and I'm sure it is a very, very nice house. But you have to be realistic if you are serious about trying to sell your house. Please don't continue to look at what happened in the market 6 months ago or even 3 months ago. You have to look at what's going on in the market right now. So if you want more tips on how to sell your house fast, make sure you watch this video up here where I talk about how to sell your house quickly.